wants to make a community that is going to be that is going to give people the opportunity that we all had in the MOCS. We can all agree that it's a different experience when you go, for example, to the Ministry of Labor or to the Ministry of State Security and all of that. It's a completely different, situation. It's not as tight of a community as CS is. He wants to make a whole group that is going to be based simply upon that. He wants to make a healthy community with no toxicity, with no rank grabbing, with people who enjoy their work and who want to do their work, with people who want to give other people the opportunity to enjoy the group and their work. So I simply see it as a just cause. And but I didn't want to place it in front of MOCS. So as I said, I worked, in my opinion, you can have a different opinion, that's completely fine. But in my opinion, I dedicated quite a lot of time to this ministry. I did everything that I could, and I'm so glad that all of that work was fruitful to have a ministry in a perfect running condition. Right now, there is not one single thing that can be complained about in the Ministry of Civil Services.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy about all that. I'm quite happy about the time that I'm leaving. I'm not happy about the circumstances who acted above me to get me into a position to resign, but when I look at it, I already planned to do so. So it's not really any pressure. I didn't get fired. I didn't it's an honorable discharge, as they say, So all of that is, fine. It's fine. As just like you have Kengli in the server, you're going to have me as well. If I can, I'm going to stay in the commissar secretary role. I'm gonna, pop in to the ministry once in a while and all of that. So, I'll still be a part of the community. I'm just not going to be, the person. I'm just not going to be the one who is pulling all the strings and all that. Of course, in any case, whoever inherits my position, I know for sure. I'm not sure who exactly it is going to be. My honest wish is Paxius, because I know that it's going to be a lot of pressure on K5, and I already know that K5 will also resign in the upcoming month. My honest wish is to have Paxius as the next first in command, and that's what I'm standing behind. But on the other hand, I know that for sure it's going to be someone from the Ministry of Civil Services, and as long as it's someone who worked under me and who is, a part of the family, basically, of the Ministry of Civil Services, I know that things are going to be fine. Simply because even if someone decides to make the wrong moves, I know that all of you guys are there to tell them about it, to complain about it, to give them shit about it. Alright? And that's what I want from this ministry. This ministry, in my opinion, is capable enough to know what's good for itself. We have many capable people at this point. I don't think that we had this many great officers in one ministry in the past 2 years. This looks to me identical to the time when I joined the ministry even. You have a lot of capable people in high positions like the chief service officers. Then you have a lot of very capable people as the senior service officers. I mean, Adam, who has been there as much as I have been in this ministry. Daysnake, who didn't spend that much time in the ministry, but is very, very professional, very brilliant when it comes to, thinking critically, when it comes to contributions to this ministry. I mean, for she's the one who keeps the bot in this ministry running. Then you have Hollow 55. The work that he and Tiny are doing in the Red Archives is amazing. It's a godsend that they're in there, and I'm so happy that I could work with them in there. If it was someone else in there, they would maybe just get stupid ideas like, all right, let's make Red Archives more independent or something like that. But then again, what does that independence give you? It doesn't give you anything. You maybe get a higher rank, but you're not going to have a better Red Archive. With Red Archives as they are right now, they're having massive support from the Ministry of Civil Services as an entity, and you have very capable people who are leading it right now, which is perfect. You have Benser, who is in the Federal Security Division, goddamn Federal Service Division. He's doing a very good job together with Daysnake. Although I must admit, I'm not. I am a little sad when it comes to Daysnake, because she has been doing like so much work that she doesn't have to do, right? But still, it just shows how dedicated she is to this ministry. Then you have, Adam, you have Tactical. Tactical has been in this ministry longer than I did. If he decided to be more active, he could probably be, like, above me right now. I doubt that he will be our next minister because he isn't the quartermaster, but it's completely fine. At federal enlistment office, you should probably get a name change, to be honest. Federal education office or something like that.
Yep. I'm in.
Yep. Like, you have Lawmatter in there. Like, Lawmatter is such a good guy, not just as a leader, but also as a friend. I had some very decent interactions with him, and I'm also very happy that he is in the federal enlistment. We're gonna call it education, Federal Education Office, FEO. My honest recommendation to you, Lawmatter, is to push it with the activity, right? You're a very smart individual. You know what you're doing, but I just have a feeling that procrastination often gets better of you, and that's completely fine. I had and still sometimes have the same problem, but just you can do so much more if you decided to invest a lot of time in everything that you do. I mean, even with the work that you're already doing, I mean, I can't exactly complain. Everything is going fine, but I just see way more potential in you than where you're just displaying, right? This is just a suggestion, a friendly critic. You have Test Account. Test Account is quite brilliant. He's the true definition of the silent powerhouse. He used to be. Oh my God, I forgot to mention Whole Wheat Waffle in my resignation letter, I think. But Whole Wheat Waffle was, the silent powerhouse. As they said, it's a shame that he was appointed at an odd time because he had some real-life responsibilities, so he couldn't exactly be the marshal of the main political directorate. But when I look at the ministry, like, it's quite hard to make it fail. Even if someone actively tried to make it fail, it can't. It can't. It's just that I am so happy that I didn't do what, people often do in their ministries and make cults of personality. Like, I must give criticism to Fritz. He is doing exactly that. He is making a cult of his own personality with all that family stuff. I'm very much against families because it's so stupid. You instead of making an idea and getting together to appreciate and support that idea, you're going, how to explain this? You're uniting over a person, an idol. And in my opinion, idolatry in groups like these is wrong. And in my opinion, what's the main problem? I am leaving right now. People are sad about it, but people are going to still be able to do their job. Because I wasn't the only one who was doing work in this ministry. I was the one who directed people what to do. I was the one who directed people what's proper and how to do some things. But I learned, I thought everything I could to all the people around me. It's like that saying, give man a fish and you'll feed him for a day, but teach the man to fish, and he is going to be, he's going to be fed for his entire life. such a brain fart right there.
Yeah, that's old Slavic thing, I think.
Hell yeah.
I've heard that many
Yeah.
times.
So based. Slav is my beloved. Um, and you know, it's just that. You know, if you want an entity to survive, like for example a ministry, you cannot build a cult of personality. You know, I admire Kingsley because he managed to do both of those things. Because he managed to make a system, a functioning ministry, and make a cult of personality for himself. But he made it just because he was, you know, brilliant at the work that he was doing, not because he intentionally tried making it. So my goal in this ministry was to make a system that's going to function for as long as this ministry carries this name, as long as this ministry exists. And I think I succeeded in that. And it's going to, you know, I hope that it's going to survive the test of time. You know, I truly believe that we may actually manage to make something, you know, great in here, right? And I'm happy that all of you were a part of it and still are a part of it. You know, saying you were a part of it is actually quite wrong in my opinion. We all are a part of it. You know, Josta isn't with us right now in here, but he still is a part of it. Kingsley is a part of it. Their names are still mentioned around this office, not because we have some stupid idea about them, how they're like demigods or something like that, but because they did good work. And that good work is reflected in this ministry that we are in right now. You know, and that's the thing that I appreciate about them the most when it comes to this ministry. You know, if it wasn't for Josta, you know, we probably wouldn't exist, right? Josta is the one who recreated the ministry together with Pretzel. Kingsley, on the other hand, Kingsley perfected that ministry. You know, he took power. He made some major changes. He made some, you know, attempts to innovate, to, you know, make things better, add his own touch to the ministry, and it quite frankly succeeded in quite a large percentage. You know, the only thing that I could complain about is maybe the federal enlistment office, but I would rather say that that's more of a me problem because I didn't really see it as fitting with the ministry, right? And in MOCS, you know, nothing to be complained about, nothing. You know, it's just I'm happy with this. I'm happy with all of this. Renee Matthew, yeah. Last 1 second.
Shit.